This is student problem number 6 on Unit J, Concept 6. What we're gonna start off with on our decomposed fraction would be 2 over x plus 5 over x squared plus 3 over x minus 3. So here's how we have our decomposed fraction. We're gonna compose it, and then at the end we're gonna decompose it again. So we can end up with the same fraction is going to end up being the same as this one. So first we have to do is compose it together. So we have to get a like denominator for all three, which would be x minus 3, so basically x squared. So for the first part, it needs another x and x minus 3. So we do that to the top part too. So x minus 3, x, and that would come out to be 2x squared minus 6x. For 5, it's just mixing the x minus 3, that would be 5x minus 15. And we're going to put them all alike because at the end it's going to end up having a common denominator anyways. So for 3 over x minus 3, it's just missing the x squared, so it would be plus 3x squared. So we combine the like terms together, and what we would end up getting is 5x squared minus x minus 15, and it's going to be over. So multiplying this into a simplified form would be x cubed minus 3x squared. Okay, so this is the part where we're going to decompose it in order to get what we originally started with. So decompose it, we have to factor the denominator into its simplified form. So we get x squared, x minus 3. So with this x squared, we're gonna count up a power. So basically, we're gonna start off with x, and then the next fraction is gonna be x squared. So we're going to use a to represent x plus b over x squared. So this is counting a power up. Since we had x squared, we start off with x to the 1 power. Now it's x to the 2nd power, and c is going to be over x minus 3. Okay. So now from here we have to get each one to have a common denominator. So again, the common is going to be x squared times x minus 3. So for a, x, we're going to use an x minus 3. And from a, what we would get is a x squared minus 3 ax. For b, all it's missing is the x minus 3, x minus 3. We end up getting bx plus bx minus 3 minus 3b. And for c, x minus 3, it's just missing the x squared, so plus c x squared. And from here, we're gonna put we're gonna put together like terms, and each one's gonna be their own equation. So ax squared and cx squared are gonna come together because they both have the x squared right next to them. So a plus c, and that would be set equal to 5 because it has the x squared right next to it. So a plus c will equal 5. Our second equation will depend on those that have just an x. So negative 3ax plus bx is going to be the next equation, so it would just be negative 3a plus b, and that would be set equal to negative 1. And for our last part, it would be one that doesn't have an x, so it's just the letter and a number. So that would be negative 3b, and that would be set equal to negative 15. So from here we can already solve for b. So divided by 3, negative 3 divided by negative 3, b is equal to 5. And we could just plug this into the second equation. So negative 3a plus 5 is that equal to negative 1. So minus 5, and negative 3a equals negative 6. A is equal to 2. So now from the first equation we plug in 2 back into A. So 2 plus C equals 5. Subtract 2, C equals 3. So from here we're gonna plug this, and this back into what we originally had, which was A over X plus B over X squared plus C over X minus 3. So what we got for A was 2 over X, B was 5 over X squared, and C was 3 over X minus 3. So this is the answer we got from decomposing the composed fraction. And as you can see, this answer and what we originally had in the beginning, if you can still see it, it's still the same. So we were able to have a decomposed fraction, compose it, and then finally get the same answer by decomposing it.